I'm going to go back and explain number 1 because these are easy FRQ points. It gave us 2 points and asked us to write 2 equations. All we're doing is plugging. We have 2 points. We're going to plug this 2 in for x, this 3 in for L of x, and that's one of our equations. We're going to plug in this 5 for x, this 7 for L of x. That is our other equation, and that's all you have to do. And then number 2, to actually find A and B, we went to Stat, Edit. Go down. Trying to fix the brightness on this. Okay. We went to Stat, Edit, and we put in these 2 points. And then we're going, this is a log function, so we're going to go to Stat, Calc. All of these ones that have REG are regression, and it's has LN in it, so it's natural log. You see in number 9 it says LN regression. Hit enter. My x values we put in L1. My y values we put in L2. Store. Get in the habit of storing that into Y1 so that if we have more questions with this, it's easier for us. So that is alpha trace. Alpha trace will let you click Y1. So whatever equation it comes up with, calculate. And I want you to go to several. You don't have to worry about rounding. So like I went 5. B is 4.36542. If you go to 5, you can just stop. You don't have to worry about the rounding rules. Did everybody get this? There, but it has, so when you use that, it's going to be way more accurate than if you use these numbers. Like if it said, okay, if x is 10, what's L of x? Remember, we can just do the y1 with the little 10 beside of it. It's going to save you a lot of time. That was the only question that it asked for. All right, this question is the actual data from that graph on the front. So the church size and the Number 3 says use the regression capabilities on your calculator to find a log function model to represent that. Stat, edit. So make sure, oops. Now here's where you might, if you just miss up one number, it's going to throw your whole answers off. So you need to make sure, especially if you have lots of numbers like this, call and a number down here. Did something wrong, okay? And so that's all of my data, and it's going to give you the type of equation right here. So we're going to do stat calc and do the LN, the natural log regression. List 1, list 2. And calculate. So this is asking for the equation. I don't know if you put y equals instead of s of p equals. I can't tell you if that would be right or wrong. I would say try your best to remember to use these letters instead of equals negative 91.54204 plus b 29.90881 ln of p. You use x there instead of on your calculator. If you don't, you can go back and kind of look at these steps. All right, number 4, using the model found in number 3, what is the predicted annual salary in thousands of dollars for a pastor whose church size is 500 people? So notice we don't have 500. Instead of having because we stored it in Y1, you're going to type in your calculator that right there. So the alpha trace Y1 and then in parentheses 500. I would say, so if you multiply this by, I don't know how they expect your answer to be. Technically, $94,329. Or another, I don't know if you should just go ahead and put both on there. Sorry that I don't know. These are the types of things that we'll figure out a lot after this year's up. Okay. All right, last one. This one is wordy. Okay. The most common and preferred method to measure sound intensity levels is in decibels. The sound intensity level, this is beta in decibels, of a sound intensity I in watts per meter squared is modeled by this function where A and B are constants. And then it gives us two data points. This. It's just in scientific notation. And that has 70 decibels. So we're really looking at like my X and Y. This would be I, beta I. So my X is 1 times 10 to the negative 5th. My Y is 70. a loud consonant. And it says, use the given data to write can be used to find A and B, just like we did on the first page. So I want you to do that. So you should have wrote down the equations. 70 equals A plus B. It's not natural log. It's log of 1 times 10 to the negative 5th. And 120 equals A plus B log of 1. If you look at your stat calc menu, there is not a log regression. And it is not the same as a natural log regression. I tried. It's like, let me just see if it's the same. It's not. So, unfortunately, we can't just type these in the calculator. Okay, so let's say you get something like this on the FRQ. Try your best at it, because if you can get this, you've got a point or two on the FRQ. But if you can't get this, then you also cannot get number 7. So we're going to run out of time. I should have started this earlier. Tomorrow we will finish up these last two, and then we'll do by hand.